Hello students, welcome to the class. This is class 4, chapter number 4, addition and subtraction. This is a very simple chapter as you all are very much on this all you have done in your previous classes. The only change is here the number of digits will increase, that's it. Now addends and sum. The numbers which we add, like if we are adding this and this, so these two numbers are called addends and the answer which we are getting is called the sum. Addends and the sum. Now let us come to the exercise. Here this chapter is starting with exercise number 6. Okay. So these type of questions like question 1 to 8. Listen clearly. Question 1 to 8 you will be solving in book only. As you can see, this child has also solved. So 1 to 8 you will be solving in book, and question 9 to 13 you will be solving in your notebook. And simply you have to arrange in columns and find the sum. Means you have to arrange the numbers like this and find the sum. So exercise 6, I have done this 9th question. But before arranging in columns, write the place values, arrange them in columns and then find the sum like this. See, 9 and 13 I have done for you. Okay, I hope you are able to do it. It's very easy. Now let us come to the next exercise. That is exercise number 7. It is also addition. That addition was without carry, and this addition is having carryovers. Now you all know how to do the carryovers also. Now these again question number 1 to 12. These type of questions you will be solving only and only in the book. Rest 13 to 19, and here also you have 20, 21. Means 13 to 21 you will be solving in your notebooks. Not 21, sorry, 13 to 20 you will be solving in your notebooks, and 21 again will be done in the book only. Okay, 21 in book only. Up to 20 you will be doing in your notebooks. Now let me show you how you are going to do it. Exercise 7, I have done this 19th question. First have a look at this 19th question. See here, this arrange the following numbers in columns and find the sum. I hope you can do up to 18. You have to simply arrange the numbers as they are given in the here upper part of the question. Like this you will arrange the digits and find the sum. So I hope there will be no difficulty in this. Now 19th question. Find the sum of the largest 5-digit number and the largest 6-digit number and the smallest 7-digit number. So see this 19th question here. They have asked about largest 6-digit number and smallest 7-digit number. Now by writing place, leave one line for writing place values. I have written place values up to 10 lakh. Then I have arranged the numbers accordingly, and then I have found the sum. In the same way you have to do in your notebooks. Now question number 20. Have a look at question number 20. Find the sum. 12,600, 14, 10, 16 ones. So 12,000 means 12 into 1000, 12,000. 6 into 100, 600. 14 tens means 14 into 10, 140. 16 ones means 16 into 1, 16. Now add all these. So 12756, that is 12,756 is your required number. Now I have done this one, B1. 8, 10,000, 4,000, 1,500, 12 tens. So 8 into 10,000, 80,000. 4 into 1,000, 4,000. 15 into 100, 1,500. 12 into 10, 120. Then add all these. C1 I have left for you. It's very easy. In the same way you will do it, and only up to 20 you are going to do in your notebook. 21 will be done in the book only. Okay, now let us see what is there in the next exercise. Before starting the next exercise, you have to go through the properties of addition of numbers. Now listen to me very carefully. Properties of addition on numbers. First property is order property of addition. The order property of addition, for example, if I take a simple example, like see here, like 2 plus 3, it is a very simple example, it is 5. And what if we do 3 plus 2? It is again 5. So this is the order property, means when you add the numbers you can change the order. The sum will remain the same. It will not change. That is the order property. As you can see here, they have taken 3968 plus 25,377, then 5,377 plus 34,960. Yes, they have changed the order, but the result is same. So the sum of two numbers does not change. The order of the addends is changed. This is the order property. Now second is the grouping property of addition. Now grouping property deals with the addition of three or more than three numbers. See here, they are taking three numbers. So bracket shows that first they are adding this number, then to the result they will add this number. Or here they have changed the bracket, they have taken the last two numbers first, they will add these two and then this. So whatever order we are following, the result will not at all change. The result will remain same. Here you can see, like first two numbers, then plus the third number. Here last two numbers, then plus the first number. Whatever order we are taking, the result is always the same. So the sum of three or more numbers does not change even where their grouping is changed. This is called the grouping property of addition of numbers. Now additive property of 0. What do you mean by additive property of 0? What happens when you add 0 to a number? Yes, nothing changes. The answer is the number itself. So the sum of a number and 0 is the number itself. That is called the additive property of 0. Now with the help of these properties, you are going to fill this exercise 8 only in book. This exercise has to be done only in book because it is basically the fill in the blanks. You can have a look at this clearly. With the help of these properties, you are going to solve this exercise. Okay. Now let us come to the next.